Hi, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 76 of Heard You Like Me, and this one is titled Winner, Winner, Chicken Dinner. Before Momo could speak again, the cafe erupted into a loud round of applause, and you reached for her hand and then held it up between you both. Curtsy, you said to her. So she did, and you did a bow, still holding her hand up with yours. More clapping ensued, and then Momo raised the mic to her lips as she let go of your hand. I don't really have anything more to add, she said. Thank you once again for your support and have a lovely afternoon. She then smiled at you as more clapping rose up around you both, and then you walked with her out the back to the storeroom. That was well done, you said to her as you reached a hand up to run it through your hair, with a grin at her, and then sighed happily. Just got to wait for the end of the day results in the auditorium, and then we're done, you said, taking a step towards her. I can't wait to finish up this term and then go with you to your holiday house, you said, taking more steps towards her until you were right in front of her before slowly walking her back to the wall so you could pin her there. Are you looking forward to going away with me and Kyoka? You asked her, placing one hand beside her head as you bent down to her a bit. Yes, of course I am, she said with a smile, raising one hand up to cup your cheek and then press her lips to yours. You stayed there for a second, kissing, until you heard the inner thoughts of your classmates coming to the door and you pulled back. The cavalry's about to arrive, you commented, taking a step back from her. Just then Denki opened the door with a grin on his face and pointed at you. Ruzgard, he said excitedly. I got a chick's number. Hey, well done, my man, you said, holding out a fist to bump him. Denki, she just left her number on a piece of paper and then left it on the table, Jirou said as she walked in behind him. Fair game, he said with a shrug. She wanted me, I know it. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Jirou thought, and you had to cough to cover your laughter. Anyway, well done, crew, you said with a smile as everyone else filed in. Oh, I need to announce that food is available, Momo said. Food, Eureka said loudly. Free, you added. Free food, she gasped excitedly. Yes, for everyone as a thank you and well done on today. It's all in the kitchen, so feel free to head in there now, Momo said. There were whoops of joy amongst your classmates and then a wild stampede as they all ran out of the storeroom door towards the kitchen, all except for you, Momo and Jirou. So, we're all done now? You said with a happy sigh. Let's start playing that getaway. I need it. Yeah, so do I, Jirou said. It'll be lovely, Momo added. We can all sleep in my king-size bed. There'll be plenty of room for us all. Oh, okay, now my mind's in overdrive, you thought. Just got to get through today, and then we're pretty much free. And so, as expected, Ida and Momo had a minute-by-minute pack-down schedule written up, and in no time you're all packed up, room cleaned, and ready to head to the main auditorium to hear the results of the day, keeping your fingers, toes, and eyes crossed that your class would come out on top and win at least one category for the day. The huge hall was packed to the brim as you all walked in, and you suddenly realised just how big this school was. You know, you said to Momo as you walked beside her, keeping your head up as you looked around at everyone. I stupidly thought that we had this in the bag, but seeing just how many people are here today, it could be anyone's win, really. Yeah, that's true, Momo said, her face filling with dread. But hey now, let's not get too worried. I'm sure it's going to be okay, you said reassuringly. Did anyone go and see what the other classes were doing for the festival? I'm unsure. We were all very busy, Momo replied. Yeah, that's true, you said thoughtfully. Who was stationed out the front of our classroom? They may have seen what other classes were doing. You looked around behind you to see if you could spot Ida, remembering that he was out the front, and saw him walking at the back of everyone. Ida! You called out, gesturing for him to come up to the front of the group so that you could talk to him. Did you get to see what the other classes were doing for the festival from where you were standing in the hall? Yes, I did, he said, putting his glasses up onto his nose as he came up beside you. Oh, cool. What were they doing? You asked. The classroom opposite us were doing a craft-making class. The next classroom down from them were making drinks. One down from them had a movie theatre set up in their classroom, he said. Oh, they all sound pretty cool, you mused, still walking with everyone until you had come closer to the front of the auditorium. As you stopped, President Mike got up to make the final announcements for the day and announce the winners of the different categories, and you all waited patiently as he said his spiel. He thanked everyone for coming and supporting, and then it came time for the winners and runner-up classes to be announced, and you called Jirou up beside you so that you could hold her hand with your left hand and Momo's with your right. Don't worry, we got this, you whispered to them. We have 5 categories today, President Mike said as he threw his hands out wide to give a bit of hype to his comment. Most unique idea, best on budget, costume and props, class who made the most money, and overall best experience, he said. Oh, we totally got all of those, you joked, squeezing your girl's hands. First up, President Mike called, winners of the most unique idea goes to... There was a heavy pause and everyone held their breath as they waited for him to say the results, and you sucked your bottom lip in between your teeth and bit down, squinting your eyes in anticipation of the answer. I'm glad it was Class 1A, you heard him say in his mind, and you let out a gasp just before he exploded with the answer. And the winners of the most unique idea goes to Hero Course Class 1A! Yes, sir! You heard your classmates screech from behind you, and Jirou jumped up and down, pulling on your arm while Momo hugged you. You knew, didn't you? You gasped just before he said it out loud, Momo giggled to you. He said it in his mind just before he said it out loud, and I heard him. You laughed back, being shaken by Jirou still. Would the class reps come up and get the prize? President Mike asked, and you nudged Momo. Go, go! You and Ida, go! You hissed at her. Go get our prize! She and Ida went up the front and climbed the stairs to get onto the stage and accept the prize, and then they came back down to the rest of the class and you hugged her. Well done, you said excitedly. Okay, we could still win some of the other ones, let's just wait and see. The runners-up of the best idea were read, and you clapped politely for them, waiting to see if you'd win any of the other following categories. Next category is Best on Budget, President Mike then called. Man, I think we went over on the budget, right? You asked Momo. We did, technically, but we also were able to save a lot with my quirk exemption to be able to make the props and clothes, as well as the headset, smoke machine, mic, and other little bits and pieces, she said. Oh, okay, you replied. President Mike then paused again for dramatic effect before announcing Class 1B as the winners for the budget, and you let out a little disappointed, "Aw," but still clapped for them anyway. But then after the class reps of 1B had collected their prize, President Mike spoke again. Our runners-up had a quirk exemption to be able to make some of the props and costumes for their class, so although they didn't win because of the exemption, they did come in second place out of everyone else, so please put your hands together for the Hero Class 1A again, President Mike called. You whooped and hollered for a second time that day and held on to the prize from the first win so that Ida and Momo could go up on the stage again and get your second prize as a class. Man, we're about to clean this thing up, you joked as Momo came back to your side. 1 win and 1 runner-up. It's pretty darn good. Very good, I'd say. Stay tuned for the next chapter coming tomorrow, chapter 77. I'll see you then.